Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on OsmosPerformanceParts YouTube channel. As you can see, I don't have my work clothes on. I'm still actually working my day job, which I'm working here from the garage. Somebody would probably say I'm living the high life, but I can tell you I'm not. It's actually quite depressing to sit in the garage for like 14 hours a day. But anyhow, let's cut the unnecessary stuff and get to the point of the video. As many of you guys that are following me on other social medias like Snapchat and Instagram and whatnot probably know, I quit my day job as a car salesman a few months back and I joined this company that's actually not in Finland, so I became technically a full-time entrepreneur. I work with my own company. Okay, so I work full-time as a entrepreneur or the leader of my own time or whatever you want to call it. How does this affect you guys, the people that are following this channel? I'll try to keep it short. My day job, the working hours, they vary quite a lot. Sometimes I work 12 hours, sometimes I work 2, it depends. And I thought to myself, you know, I seem to have quite a lot more spare time in my hands than what I had before. What should I do with the time? I'll show you. As you guys know, guys and girls and question marks and whatever you want to identify as, I do have the S14 that I've been building up, and that specific car has actually taken quite a lot of, I've made huge progress during the last month, and I can show you approximately where we are at. The last time you saw this car in my video, it was still the chassis grille, all rusty and blah blah blah, but as you can see, we have done huge progress on the car. As you can see, the interior is technically ready. We have the dash there, the e-hydro, the seats are all bolted up and nice, and also the roll cage is done. This is a AST weld-in V4 cage. Almost everything is welded with TIG except of course these brackets and I think one pipe there and a few roof pipes. But other than that, the cage became fantastic. I also bought a lot of stuff, fiberglass doors, whatnot. The interior is painted. The roll cage is painted. I also fabricated firewalls here, so this is all sealed up here and here are plates too. And as you can see, we also have a fuel cell, a nice little, it's not a catch can I think it's a catch can for the fuel. It says Ulekulavin, Estonia. And here we also have quite a lot of nice little parts for the fuel system. Oh, another thing, I threw the rear subframe in. I also have my old suspension. There we have adjustable rods and whatnot, but that's not interesting. What indeed is interesting is actually the power plant that will be in this specific car. This is the Mercedes M104 engine. This is a 2.8 liter, the new gen version. It's not that good, but it's still really good. It can take up quite a lot of beating. It revs high, it has a short stroke and whatnot. Yesterday I threw this engine in, and as you can see, at the moment we have quite a lot of room everywhere on the car. And now we have to go back on top of the loft here and I'll show you what else we've done during the last few months. I needed a body kit for my S14, and most of the kits that were up for sale were quite expensive. I have to put a lot of money into the car before it's drivable, so I thought, how do I save some money in the process? I'll show you. It's a bit messy still, we have the windshields and whatnot, but as you can see, I bought some, I think these are called molds in English, for the S14. This is a full S14 point-half conversion kit. I have the front fenders, the rear panels that, make the car a bit wider. We have the rear bumper, we have side skirts, we have the front bumper, and we actually have two different bonnets, one with air ducts and one without. And what's interesting about this kit, I also actually, if you can see right there, I have a small, that's like the inner part of the front hood. And what is interesting about this whole kit is the fact that even though it's a S14.5 conversion, you can actually fit the hood, both of the hoods, on a S15, so two flies with one fly swap, kaksi kärpästä yhdellä isku. Well, there's a funny saying, regarding that in Finnish. But anyhow, we actually also yesterday published our website, which will be quite M104 based, but we are striving to put a lot of stuff up for sale there. I got my first orders yesterday. One guy took the side skirts and one guy took front bumper. So yeah, I've actually been all high on gel coat the last day when I've been, you know, planning it around on the Bodykits. I'll actually make a video about how you do fiberglass work on your car later on, but that's not on the agenda of today. Here, when I sit down in my nice little office chair, let's boot up the computer. Voila! I'll show you. So, yesterday we published our own website. A friend of mine made this. As you can see, it's still quite in the early process. You know, there's some weird pictures going around here. I have no idea what that even is. It's really simple at the moment. But you know, here's a picture of an M104 manifold we have. Scroll down, free shipping on all orders over this, because shipping on manifolds is quite expensive. We have manifolds here. Right now we have M104 stuff. These we have in stock. We can produce them with a 2-week delivery time, sometimes even quicker. You know, for some reason there's also downpipes. And there's also our merchandise. Pictures of our hoodies are a bit sketchy. A buddy of mine took them. But you know, we have the OsmosPerformanceParts logo here. There's actually a mosquito right there. That one is not included. But yeah, we have these for sale. And it actually says estimated delivery time is 4 weeks at the moment, because we ran into an issue actually with the old supplier. And the issue was the fact that I pre-sold, I think 20 or 30 of these hoodies. And then when I went to, you know, fabricate the hoodies, they had actually pumped up the prices of the hoodies a lot. So I ended up making plus minus zero profit after tax on the hoodies. But that don't matter because, you know, of course, in the beginning stages, the goal is just to get your name out there. What else? Here you can actually contact us, but let's see if we scroll down. Here is a picture of me welding a twin turbo 2JC manifold. I think I was welding, yeah, the exhaust bungs or the pressure bungs to it. Welcome to Osmos Performance Parts. We're excited to provide you with top quality automotive parts. We still have to change these a bit, but here's also, if you click this up, I'll show you in a minute. It opens up a small story about our the way we do stuff. And today I actually also did a few phone calls. I am a good friend of the guy who owns this store, and we will actually be selling their products on our webpage. Here, if you go down, you can contact us with WhatsApp. And, you know, of course, the company name is not Osmos Performance Parts, but it's a brand name under my own company. But yeah, here we can click this up. Let's see, like that. And we still have to change these pictures, but there's a story of how we have arrived at the spot where we are at the moment. And the reason I'm yapping about this nice little webpage we have is actually the fact that I'm very interested in the M104 engine. I love the engines. We are actually doing a small trip next month across Europe. We'll be picking up approximately 10 of these engines, maybe even more. Most of them are already booked. I think there's 1 left or 2 left of the 10. And because the M104 engine is not that known, in my opinion, you know, it's an engine that's quite cheap. It can take up a lot of beating, even unopened. If you want to open up the engine, you can just throw in a new head gasket and some sturdier head bolts, and then you can drive like 600-700 horsepower and just don't have to worry a thing. So we're doing a trip to pick up more engines to Finland. This way we can get them out there. People will start knowing the engine, and of course when we provide all sorts of parts for the M104, then, you know, we'll get stuff sold, which is nice. And my main goal with this whole technically M104 based internet or the web shop or web page or internet page, whatever you want to call it. The goal is to get the M104 engine known. We'll supply you guys with billet flanges to relocate the oil filter and, you know, get the pressure line for the turbo. We'll also supply all parts you need for turbocharging your M104 exhaust manifolds, intake manifolds. We're actually currently working on trying to gather up parts for a high quality dual plenum intake for the M104. and we'll put everything up for sale. At the moment, you know, we're in the beginning stages, so we just have the hoodies and the manifolds, and later on today we'll actually put up some of the welding stuff for sale. But our goal in the long run is to become a provider of tuning parts that, you know, we're a reliable source and we have the stuff in storage that you need. Personally, I'm very flexible with my time schedule. So, you know, if somebody, let's say they break their TIG welding cup, it's a Saturday, they can't get it anywhere, we are the guy they come to, because we are very flexible with our time schedules. We can send stuff during the weekends and whatnot. So, yeah. But I thought you guys probably wanted a small situation update on where we are, what have we been doing. We've been very busy. That's actually one of the reasons why we haven't made any videos, and had some problems with editing the footage and whatnot. But right now I'm actually, this right here is my main phone, and the phone I'm recording with is an old iPhone 13 of mine. So yeah, I think that's about it for this video. I'll quickly wrap this up. I'll try to make it interesting and short. And yeah, I'll also put a link down to the bio of this video to our webpage. Please don't judge, it's still in the early steps, but yeah, go and check it out. If you guys want to support me building the drift car, then feel free to buy a hoodie. Yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you for watching the video. This one was quite short, quite fast, but still, we are trying to provide you guys with more footage when we are building the S14. Thank you.